Welcome, welcome to God, Guns, and Dogs. My name is Steffi B. I'm your host today, and we're going to talk a little bit about Trump and the fact that everybody's turning on him. I don't understand it. We really need to win these midterms. You can't give up the country just because you don't agree with one little thing that Trump did. And besides that, every move he's made was perfectly calculated and played out. He did a great job, I think, on the Iran situation so far. I mean, they're not going to hold to the ceasefire, of course. They're terrorists, and they're barbarians. And, you know, they had a pretty good strategy, but only because they buried a million gazillion missiles over the last 47 years. I mean, that doesn't mean they're smart. It just means that they're strategic, and they knew that this was going to come one day because they knew that they were building they were eventually going to have a nuclear warhead. They were going to shoot it immediately at Israel, put one on a ballistic missile, and shoot it at us. They don't care the consequences. They worship death. That's why they are in a cult. It's an ideology. Scuzlum is not a religion. It is a cult. It is an ideology. I wish people would get that through their head. They need to take down all those stupid dome things that they worship that pedophile in and get them out of our country, because they're not a religion. That is not a church. That is an ideology that they're trying to push on other people that don't want anything to do with them. I cannot stand those people. I can't stand their accent. I can't stand the way they look. I can't stand the way they talk. Ugh. Their food smells like throw up. It's just, they're disgusting. They need to get out of our fucking country and go back to their own. And stop coming over here. I'm serious, dude. I've had enough of these scumbag Islamics and these weirdos, man. There's people that are weird, communist weirdos. Anyway, what's fascinating is how Trump's unusual allies are reacting. Tucker Carlson, once a staunch defender, has completely turned on Trump, calling his Easter threat to Iran vile on every level. When you're dealing with psychopaths and crazy people that want to die thinking they're going to get a 72 virgins in heaven, how stupid could somebody be to believe that? And they don't even believe in our God. They believe in a pedophile. That is so sick. And they think they're right. They think they're better than us. They're disgusting. Those people are lowlifes. They need to get a clue. And, you know, when you're dealing with people like that, you have to be crazier or just as crazy. Because if they sense or smell one iota of weakness or how they could, because all they do is take advantage of people. They're terrorists. They don't have any morals. They have no ethics. They are predators. All they do is look for what they can take or what they can hurt, trying to find a vulnerable spot, okay? So when you're dealing with those kind of people, saying that you're going to blow their entire civilization off the map is probably the only way that they're actually going to stop being assholes and open up the freaking Strait of Hormuz. I mean, you guys are stupid for turning on him like that. He has to play hardball with those fucking weirdos. They're psychopaths. You just like with a bear, when a bear comes at you, what do? You stand up, roar, and you try to be bigger than them to scare them off. That's exactly what Trump's doing, but he's just using words. You guys are stupid for doing that, and you're making yourself look really stupid too, turning on him like that. He's doing a great job. You guys are retarded. What do you want to lose our country to communist dipshits? Oh, that makes me mad. Even warning people around, this is Tucker Carlson, warning people around the president to block him from using their nuclear codes. Stay out of his mind. That's sedition. I hope he knows he could go to jail for that. Carlson went as far as for advising Trump's military aides to reject orders to attack Iranian civilians, especially with nuclear weapons. Alex Jones, who spent years defending Trump, was reportedly overcome with emotion on air, calling Trump a dementia risk who must be removed from office. Even Megyn Kelly, while still saying she'd vote Republican over Democrat even if Trump dropped a nuke, has criticized his Iran strategy. You guys don't have the intel. You don't have the information that he has. How could you possibly say any of these things without any knowledge of what the deal is? You don't know what he knows behind the scenes. He's the president. You're not. You're just a stupid YouTube person, just like me. We're just Americans trying to get our voices heard to other Americans so that they know what's going on and how detrimental us losing our country will be for everybody. The kids that are like 5 now, when they're 20, they're going to be living in a cesspool of illegals, rapes, murders, Islamics, communism. Oh my God, is that what you want for your family? We have got to flip the seats. We've got to get a supermajority in the House and the Senate in the midterm. Stop focusing on Trump's little things, and he's not even making any mistakes. Have trust in the man you voted for, people. Have trust in the man you voted for. Stop making yourselves look so retarded. Analyzing every single word the man says. Give me a break and just sit back, relax, and trust him. And get the word out to the people how crazy these freaking Democrats are, and that they're running as Republicans to trick us into voting for them, and that they are cheating on these special elections. I know Spamberger did not get elected. I know they're cheating. I don't know why anybody's not looking at the machines. That's what we should be talking about. And these scumbags in China. You're right about China. China is the real enemy. Iran is a proxy of China. You don't understand. We have to stop China. They are killing us. They are at war with us. They have actively been stealing our intellectual. They want to take our country, bring it down, and steal our army. They can't. They're not smart enough. They can't do it. They don't know how to build anything because they're communists. And they are organ harvesting people on demand. They are taking people, the Uyghurs, which are Scuzzlums, but whatever, they're still human beings. And somebody needs a heart, and they pay $180,000 or $80,000 for the heart, and guess what? They take somebody, a healthy adult, unconsenting, with no anesthesia, and they cut them open and take out their organs and sell it to the highest bidder. That is unbelievable. We cannot do business or have those disgusting people in our country. We cannot do business with scumbags like that. Now that is a war crime. What that Xi Jinping scumbag Ping is doing is a war crime. You're not allowed to murder people, healthy people, cutting them open with no anesthesia and stealing their organs. Why are we talking about that? The Strait of Hormuz isn't just about Iran. It's about cutting off China's oil lifeline. By controlling this critical checkpoint, Trump could economically pressure both Iran and China simultaneously. It's a strategic masterstroke that mirrors his approach to Venezuela, cutting off energy to economically break the regime that opposes American interests. China has been quietly expanding influence and waging war against us for decades. While we were distracted by manufactured crisis, their Belt and Road Initiative is just a fancy name for neo-colonialism. And their digital yuan threatens to dethrone the dollar as the world's reserve currency. And their yuan, they manipulate their money. It isn't worth a shit. Our money may not be worth much, but it's worth way more than theirs. Theirs isn't even worth the paper it's printed on. Everything about them is a scam. They are liars and deceivers and murderers and communists. They are disgusting. I don't know why we would even do any business with those disgusting, horrible, wrong people. Those people need to be put down and euthanized. Trump understands that to defeat China, you must first cut off their energy supply lines, hence the Iran pressure. Speaking of obstacles, let's talk about the so-called Dignity app. That's Maria Salazar. She's a scumbag rhino in Congress. And it's not about dignity, it's about amnesty. These establishment Republicans would rather import voters who depend on government handouts than secure our borders. They're part of the same London central banking cartel that has kept America in a managed decline for decades. The globalists are panicking because Trump is disrupting their carefully managed system of managed decline. They want America just strong enough to fund their global adventures and to support NATO, but weak enough to never challenge their financial control. Could you imagine having those little ching-chongs over here controlling us? Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Trump's economic nationalism threatens their entire world view. God saved Trump from an assassin's bullet for a reason. And think about it. How many times has this man dodged certain political destruction? The Russia hoax, the impeachments, the media assaults, and now even surviving betrayal from his own media allies. There's something providential about it all. The obstacles are formidable. The deep state bureaucracy, the fake news media, rhinos in Congress, and now even some of his former media allies turning on him. But remember what they say. When God is with you, who can be against you? To Trump's voters, hold the line, people. The deep state is throwing everything at us because they're terrified of what we represent. A return to American greatness. They want you discouraged, divided, defeated. Don't give them that satisfaction. Stay strong, stay aware, stay awake. This isn't about one man or one election. It's about reclaiming our nation from those who would see us diminished. The metaphors are clear. We're in a battle between sovereignty and globalism, between national pride and managed decline. As Tucker Carlson himself once said before his strange pivot, they hate him because he's not one of them. That's right. That remains true today, even if Carlson can't see it anymore. The stakes couldn't be higher, literally nuclear, but then again, revolutionaries don't play for small stakes. Trust in God. Trust in the man that you voted for. And remember that sometimes the darkest hour is just before dawn. Everything's gonna work out, you guys, but we have to vote. And we've got to get the word out that they're pretending to be Republicans. We've got to get the word out that we've got to flip. I mean, they're gerrymandering. They are cheating. These elections are not secure. Those machines have a phone card in them that China made. And all they got to do is get a cell phone, and they're flipping votes left and right. They did it in 2020. I don't understand why these special elections are going through, and these voting machines are compromised. We cannot use voting machines. They have to be paper ballots. It's the only way to have an honest election. And we have to get a supermajority in the House. I don't know what happened to all of these people, and Marjorie Taylor Greene, Candace Owens, all of them. It's just like, really? But they weren't ever really for us to begin with. If they're going to switch out on us that quickly, and what are they going to let those scumbags take our country over? They're insane. They're communists. All they want to do is steal our money. That's all they want. They don't give a shit about us. Not one iota. They don't even care about themselves, let alone their families. They don't care about people. All they want is money. Our money, free money. They don't want to work for it. They want our money and power. So they've been dumbing us down, or dumbing you guys, or some people down. They've been dumbing the Democrats down for sure, for a long time. They're so stupid they don't even see the grass from the trees. They can't see anything. They can't see the nose in front of their face. They are completely brainwashed, illiterate. It's sad to see, and I don't know how we change it, but I know one thing: we better get our schools in order, and we better start doing it really, really quick, or we're going to be in some major trouble. You guys like and subscribe. I've only got like 2 people that watch my videos, and I'm one of them. So my husband, I think, is the other one. Nobody watches my stuff, but I don't care. At least I got my voice out there. So you guys have a great Friday evening. Remember, please like and subscribe. Thank you for coming to see me here at Dogs. I'm Steffi B. We will see you tomorrow for our Saturday edition. And remember, no matter what life throws at you, you still have potential. God bless you. And God bless America.